Heroes Toy Reviews is not intended for children or anyone under the age of 17.
Oh no. I've done this last year. Oh, hello there. I am from the USSSS Excelsior. And today, for Star Trek month, we will be reviewing Captain Picard, All Good Things action figure, coming up right here on the Hebrew channel. I mean, Hebrew's Toy.
Hebrew77 here, and welcome to a brand new YouTube channel. This is Hebrew's Toy Review. But this is the 1983 Jump Jetpack. I just broke his crotch. What do you think about her? I was playing tennis with games.
Hello everybody, and welcome to Hebrew's Toy Reviews. I am Commander William J. Pugsley, and today Hebrew's not able to be here, but I am. I beamed all the way from the USSS Excelsior, and this is my off time. So remember, I don't always do this, but when I do this, quiet, I do it with passion. So today we are in fact reviewing All Good Things Captain Picard. And believe me, Captain Picard would want me to do this review over Hebrew any day, because he wants me to get it right. Now, All Good Things had a few figures that it came out with. It had Old Man Picard. It had Old Man Geordi, which I believe was reviewed on Friday. And yes, it had Old Lady Beverly Crusher. Now, as far as the other ones go, I really don't know. I think it had Lieutenant Commander Data from All Good Things. Now, that would have been interesting. But anyway, I have a lot to do. I got to get back aboard the USS Excelsior pretty soon. So with no further ado, let's get down to the review. We have good old Captain Picard still in the package from All Good Things. And this one, unlike the Geordi one, actually says All Good Things series right on the package. And as I pointed out in our Friday's review, the back of these card backs are very, very different from each other. Now this one has a variety of characters. Some of them we've seen, some of them we haven't seen. One of those characters I have yet to get is Dixon Hill, Lieutenant Commander Data dressed as a man from the 1940s, which of course comes from that Dixon Hill lineup. I already have Beverly Crusher dressed as that, Captain Picard as Dixon Hill, of course, and Guinan as 1940s lady dressed for the Dixon Hill holodeck series. What I would like to get my hands on is Data from A Fistful of Datas. But also, I got a question for the audience. Did they ever come out with a Alexander, Lieutenant Worf's son, without the cowboy themed Alexander? Because I have the cowboy themed Alexander. We may review that someday. Maybe towards the end of this month. Who knows? But anyway, we could see all the weapons that he comes with, but that won't be necessary because we are definitely taking this one out of the package. So with no further ado, you've seen what he looks like inside the package. Let's see what he looks like outside the package. Now this is what I'm talking about. This one actually comes with the
communication badge stand. I almost fumbled my words there, didn't I? Now, the communication badge stand is much better than the other stand that Geordi came with, which kind of begs the question. Did they manufacture these guys at a totally different plan at a totally different time? Who knows? Anyway, you also have, of course, this bio card. And look at this. You could see the back of it. But here's the problem. This seems to be a misprint. It says the Vorgon. Well, what in the hell is a freaking Vorgon? What does this have to do with Captain Picard? This has absolutely nothing to do with Captain Picard. Now, I got one of these before, and it's absolutely infuriated to get a card like this and have the misinformation on the back of the card. Very strange, very odd. This should have been worth tons of money, where it wasn't. Now, as you can see, Captain Picard looks like an ordinary farmer guy. He's got his suspenders on with what I believe is to be like waiter pants almost. Not waiter pants, like can I take your order, waiter, but waiter, like wading through water, waiter, W-A-D-E-R, not W-A-I-T-E-R. And that might be waiter with two D's. I don't know. I'm an atrocious speller, but nonetheless, you got your Farmer John look, and then there's the hat, of course, and this is the telltale signs that you are a farmer. The farmer hat, and he's grown a beard in his old age, which is weird because he no longer has it by the time we see the TV show Picard, but that's a whole different that's a whole different basket of eggs there, which we might get into some other day. By the way, do they make Captain Picard action figures from this series Picard? Leave your comments in the comments so I know if they do or not. But there really isn't a whole lot of spectacular stuff to this figure. His elbows bend 90 degrees, and he bends at the knees approximately about 90 degrees. They're a little stiff, but they do bend. And he basically looks exactly like he did in All Good Things as a farmer. He has some accessories here. This is supposed to be a gardening tool, but to me it looks more like a gun. So I really can't figure that one out for the life of me. I guess it's like a drill. There, put your plant there, man. And then you have this thing, which just another Star Trek equipment thing that we don't know what the hell it is. It does something or another and makes a lot of beeps. And then we got this thing, which looks kind of like a briefcase, but, you know, really isn't a briefcase. I guess it's for storing all his tools. But overall, this figure is kind of meh. I mean, it really is just Captain Picard as a gardener from All Good Things. But if you're a completist, you're really gonna want to get your hands on this figure. And I'm not saying I don't like him. I mean, I like seeing different versions of Picard, and quite frankly, having a Picard with a beard is kind of cool. And, you know, even if you don't use this figure for a stop motion of All Good Things, if you use him for just the stop motion for, like, I don't know, just everyday stuff like wandering onto the bridge or something. Like, Captain, your beard's awful growing. Well, I've been on vacation, number one. You know, something like that. Wait, I could do that better. Well, I've been on vacation, number one. See there? Why couldn't they come up with Commander Riker with a white beard? That'd be kind of cool. Or maybe they've already had. Leave your comments down in the comments if you think they have a All Good Things Commander Riker. But anyway, that's pretty much the end of this review. I would have to give this action figure an A minus. I gave Judy LaForge an A plus for his originality and for his diversity, because you could like use him for so many different. You could actually use him as Geordi LaForge in street clothes, but this Picard doesn't really work out for that. And I would give him an A plus, but like I said, he's not as diverse as the Geordi figure. Therefore, it has to be A minus. But that's still a pretty good grade. I mean, that's one grade above B, which I could have very easily given him. But if you like this sort of figure and you are a completist, then this Captain Picard figure is just right for your Star Trek Next Generation action figure collection.
There you have it. There you have it. I hope I did that review some justice. And I hope the captain was watching. Until next time, which is tomorrow, I have no idea what Hebrew has scheduled. But I think he did mention something about engineering. Huh. But like I said, I'm only a special guest. But he did want me to relay this message. Until next time, knowing isn't just half the battle, it's the whole damn war. Now, if you'll excuse me. One to beam up directly to the bridge. See you next time.